you're now faced with the objective reality of trying to explain the fiscal problems that the whole economy and the growth of government has brought. As you're dealing with it, do you have any kind of set of principles you try to rely on as you think through how to explain to people the kind of fiscal reality that Virginia faces?
There's an innate sense, I think, in most Americans that you can't spend what you don't have. Every small business person understands that when the times get tough, your first strategy cannot be going to ask your customers for a pay raise or a price increase. You have to find ways internally to be able to cut your cost of operations. That's what families do. It's what businesses do. And we try to, throughout the campaign, talking about cutting taxes and regulation and litigation. And now, over the last couple of weeks of beginning to govern, I'm trying to relate to people on that level, the same level that they're at in their personal lives or their business lives, and that is that government must live within its means, that massive new deficit spending that creates $100,000 per household national debt is not a good thing. That's not going to help us be a prosperous and strong nation down the road. I think there's just a sense, and for most Americans, that that makes common sense. Secondly, given the fiscal realities most Americans face, they don't want to pay any more in taxes. They expect government to work better. Most people believe that there's always something government can do to be more efficient. There's this sense also that government is either trying to do too much or they're not spending money wisely. So all those sort of those innate senses that people have weigh in our favor and weigh towards the conservative message of limited government and less spending. So I'm faced with a $4 billion budget deficit. There's a number on the left that want to raise taxes. I've already said I'll veto tax increases, so it's already beginning to shape the debate in the legislature that they know that there's no sense in putting a budget together with morphing tax increases because it's going to be vetoed. So now our discussion is what is the best way in the short run to cut expenses, and number two, what's the best way in the long run to restructure government so it's more effective and we have less bureaucracy.